Well, greetings, managerial communication students. This is Mr. Doucette. This is week 5, and we're going to be looking at positive and negative messages this week. So we have two chapters. One's chapter 8's basically, I believe, all on just routine messages that you would experience every day in a business environment, mostly written documents, but just the kind of messages that you might send, requesting something or providing information or giving a recap or update, things like that. And then we get into negative messages, which really is the one we're going to focus on because you are going to write a negative email this week as part of one of your writing assignments and a part of your homework or your coursework. So I'll be explaining that when we go over to our class, but that's the focus of this week. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen here and let's open our class in Canvas. Here we go. All right, so we are in our home page and we are scrolling down here to module number 2. So we have just a couple more weeks through Thanksgiving for module number 2, and then we'll be starting our third and final module for the last 3 weeks or 2 weeks of the class. This is a 3-week module as well. So module 1 was 3 weeks. We focused on business presentations. Module 2 is 3 weeks. We're going to focus on business writing. And then module 3 will be 2 weeks long. We'll focus on business communicate or employment communications. So here's our week number 5. You're going to be looking at chapters 8 and 9. So make sure you read the chapters as well as view the PowerPoints. There's a check-in for this week, so some questions. By the way, it's now required that you give me the page number because all I'm looking for is the textbook answer, but I'm not looking for you to cut and paste the textbook answer. I'm looking for you to put it in your own words, but the answer from the textbook. So tell me where you found it. I've been finding too many students are now using AI to do this simple check-in, and it's really defeating the purpose of even doing it. So I want to make sure that you're actually using the book and actually reading the chapter. So please use your book and then type it in your own words. Make sure you include the page number. Then you have a quiz on the same 2 chapters, and then you have your second writing assignment, and then you're continuing, by the way, your discussion post. So I'll be changing this from start discussion post, and I'll go ahead and change it right now. I'll edit it, and I'll make it continue discussion post number 2. And this is the one on business writing. Just so you know, I ended up not doing the Zoom session last week on business writing because nobody showed up, which I was kind of surprised. I actually offered this to 2 classes at that time. Maybe it was a bad time. It was in the afternoon. So I went ahead and just included in the assignment instructions a video on the do's and don'ts of business writing. But in that video, I cover a lot. Basically, I do this assignment for you right here. In addition, I show you some samples of writing assignments that you may want to look at and view because that'll tell you what I'll be looking for in the writing assignments. So make sure you watch that video, and I believe that you can find it in the email that I sent this week. There was a link to that video. I think also if you go into the, let's see, I went too far. This one here, I think it didn't have it in here, or does it? Yeah, actually, right here, Zoom session on business writing. So inside the assignment instructions for the do's and don'ts of business writing, I do have a Zoom session on it right there. You can click that, watch that, and that'll also help you not only complete the discussion post number 2, but also help you with all your writing assignments. And that leads me then to the writing assignment number 2, which is the negative email. So it's very important that you format your document like an email. And I'll just tell you right now in this video that an email, of course, should have a compelling and specific subject line. And here's a sample of a good email down the bottom. It definitely should have a pleasant opening. You should utilize text design such as bold text, numbered lists, short single-space paragraphs. Just like all the other writing assignments, your salutation should end in a colon like this one does here. And then you should have a full, complete signature block. That's what makes it a business email. If you ignore that, you'll lose points right off the bat. So make sure you include a full signature, a full complete signature block. What does that mean? It means name, title, company name, phone number with extension, cell number, and email. All that should be in the signature block. And usually you set that up in your email program so that it automatically generates. But if not, you have to create it here. And if there isn't any information in the assignment scenario, just make it up. make your phone number 555 555 5555, that kind of thing. Make your email whatever you want. Just make something up, and that's fine as long as you have it in the signature block. You'll be fine. So that's pretty much it. Make sure you again do the check-in assignment, that you do the quiz, and that you get started on your discussion post assignment if you've not already. Again, that's a three-part. The discussion post assignment's three-part. That's where you first make your initial list of the do's and don'ts of business writing, then comment on other students' list, and then this week or the last week, make your final list of do's and don'ts of business writing, and then again do your second writing assignment, a negative news email. And your book's going to describe how to do a negative message, but I'm showing you how to format an email, what I just showed you. So, all right, well, have a great week number five. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me in my office hours. I'm available 3 times a week in both on campus and in person. So I'm sorry, on campus, in person, and online. So please feel to reach out to me, and have a great week.